I'm going over 11 QuickBooks Online features that I believe will save you time when managing your bookkeeping. Hello everyone, my name is Mike Braun, and for those who do not know me, I run a bookkeeping firm here in Pennsylvania where I help local business owners by managing their monthly bookkeeping through QuickBooks and monthly financial consultations at the end of each month. So I am very familiar with QuickBooks, and with that, I want to spread 11 features that I think that you are not using and not taking advantage of when using QuickBooks Online. So without further ado, let's get right into today's video. So I'm going to be showing you 11 QuickBooks Online features, and the very first one that we all start with is under the bank fee tab. So with that in mind, let's go to bank transactions. And this is, as you can see, this is a sample account here, so it might look a little different than what your normal account is, but this is going to be, the very first thing is batch transactions. So normally people just go in, they see this transaction here, they'll just click add, or they'll click match. So let's just click add like that. But the thing is that can get very tedious, especially when you have 24 transactions here that all need to be categorized. So what you can do is you can come over here and click this little square icon on the left, and you can go through and actually categorize multiple of them at the same time. So there's 3 here. If you want to change, so like this is what QuickBooks has the current category set to. What you can do, click edit, and then you can add a customer or vendor, add the account that you want it to be categorized in, and select the customer if you're trying to basically track your cost per customer that you have. So that's a very simple way to basically just categorize the transactions, or if you like how it's currently set up, then you can just simply go in and just click accept. And then number 2 is adding a vendor. So it doesn't look like A1 is added as a vendor. Are they added as a customer? They are not. So what this means is you have to basically add them into QuickBooks Online, which is a very easy process. They used to have it so sometimes QuickBooks can recognize the vendor name, but in this case it did not. So what you're just going to do is type in the name of the company. So it looks like the name of the company is, actually I think it's A Rental. And you just click save, and then it's actually going to default to it, so that's perfect. And then it already has it as an uncategorized expense, so we're just going to leave that. And yeah, you just click add. So basically the whole intention of the adding a vendor is to make your life easier later on, and I'll show you why that is. So obviously first thing that comes to that is you can run a report simply based on how much you spend per vendor. There's so many different features that you can do with that. Now let's say that I'm looking for a specific transaction that's in my account that I only remember a piece of the information, or maybe I remember the exact amount it is that I'm looking for. So in that case, let's just search up the amount. So let's say it's this $868.15. So if I was to search up 868, it's going to pull up that deposit right there on 6/16, and as you can see, we can click on it and it'll pull up the exact deposit that it is. So that's a quick way to basically get, if you know specifics in different pieces of information regarding a transaction or something that you might have entered in, then you can find that by using the search feature in the very top part of this up here. And the other thing you can do, which is tip number 4, is you can actually go into the advanced transaction search. You can go under the advanced transaction search and look up for a specific transaction in a specific period. So you can filter it by, let's say it's I'll just say it's an expense, it's from a specific time period. Let's just say it's from May 1st to June 30th. Click apply, and just like that we can see all the different expenses that pulled up in that time period. So let's say it was this lead advertising expense. Perfect. I click on it, and as you can see, it pulls up the vendor and it pulls up that expense right there. So that's a good way to basically, if you're looking for, if you need more specifics regarding searching a transaction, then that's really the best way that you can do it, is by using the advanced search feature. So number 5, which actually pulled us to this, so is actually recategorizing multiple transactions. Let me find one with more transactions that maybe we can categorize. So this is a perfect example right here. So there's a bill and a check written out to Books by Bessie, which it looks like is our bookkeeper / accountant. So what you're going to see here is it's one is booked to accounting and one is booked to bookkeeper. Let's just say that this in reality was meant to, both of these were meant to be accounting, so obviously I don't have to recategorize this one, but I'm going to. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have to go, so first off, if you're still, I should have gone over more of the how you get here. This is under your vendors, so if you were to go to vendors and click on the transaction list, which is the first thing that usually pops up, and then you'll click this little square icon on the left, you can see that you can actually have the option to categorize, and what this allows you to do is categorize multiple transactions. So you'll click here, and then you'll click whatever it is that you're trying to categorize this under. So let's say it's an accounting, and we click apply, and just like that, it rebooks both transactions there, so it's exactly where we need it. So that's just one good example. That's really the only way you can actually recategorize transactions, if you've already categorized them previously. As a regular business owner, as an accountant, we get more tools, but that's different. That's a different layout. So the next thing that I want to go over, and I've had a lot of issues with this with clients and things like that, is sometimes there's duplicate customer accounts. Sometimes it could be because of a third-party creation where they link like their Square account with QuickBooks, but the customer account was already created, but Square will create a new one. Something like that. That sometimes happens. So what I'm really looking for here is, let's just say that this Dylan Solfrank is also affiliated with Diego Rodriguez. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Dylan Solfrank, and since he is affiliated with, actually I don't remember, what was that other guy's name? Diego Rodriguez. So what you're going to do, if you want to basically merge these customer accounts, is change the customer name to the other customer's name, or the customer that you're trying to match this customer under. And as you can see, it says something's not quite right. Another customer is already using this name. Please use a different name. Or you can do, that name is already being used. Would you like to merge the two? Yes, I would. And just like that, it deletes Dylan Solfrank, so it makes him inactive. And it takes all the transaction details that was under Dylan Solfrank and puts them under Diego Rodriguez. So as you can see, this one originally was under Dylan Solfrank, now it's under Diego Rodriguez. Just another good way, because sometimes things like that happen, especially with the third-party apps. The next one I want to go over is under transactions and chart of accounts. And this is basically the same thing. It's just merging the chart of accounts. So when merging chart of accounts, it's very similar to basically merging a customer account, which all you really need to do is change the name again to the same as the account you're trying to merge it under. So what we're looking for here is an account that we can basically just merge under another account. So let's just say we'll just merge accounting and bookkeeper. So under here, as you can see, there's an accounting account and then there's a bookkeeper account. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the bookkeeper account to accounting. And as you can see, it says right here, there's like a little red thing right there. What you're going to do is click save, and then you already have an account with that name which you'd like to merge it to. Again, you click yes, and just like that, it merges the two accounts, and it'll merge all the transactions that were considered bookkeeping before under accounting. So if you ever need to have two accounts that are the same, you can just merge them, and basically it'll make your life a lot easier rather than having to sort out all the transactions or make a journal entry or something like that. The one that I meant to go over before that I kind of forgot about is under customers. There's a feature called customer statements that I've seen some of my clients that they haven't used before, and I feel like it's such a good opportunity to basically send this out to clients and or their own customers, I mean. And what you can do is you can click New Transaction Statement, or you can go under, actually I thought, oh, maybe it's under here. But anyway, you'll click New Transaction, New Statement. And as you can see, there's multiple different statement types. There's balance forward, open item, transaction statement. Any of these really work for what you're really going for here. And then just make sure the start date is where you want it to be. So let's just say that I want to start it from the beginning of this year all the way to now. So what you can do is normally I can't, since it's a client or a sample account, but normally you'll be able to select the customer and then you'll be able to print/preview basically the all the transactions that they have. So this is something that you would basically be sending out to your customer to show them that, hey, you owe me a balance of how much it is, $562.50. These are our total payments that we've received. These are the payments that we've shown that you've paid us, and this is how much we're missing. So basically, it's a great way to familiarize your customers with basically on what's on the back end, what you're seeing as they haven't paid you and things like that. The next one I want to go over is under reports. You're going to want to run one of the best reports, in my opinion, that you can run on like a monthly basis, or if you're trying to review your financials, your profit and loss. I highly recommend reviewing a profit and loss by month report rather than just the regular profit and loss, because what this is going to do is this is going to break it down month by month rather than just seeing it for a total year to date or anything like that. And as you can see, we can basically see that the numbers have gone up each month, and also see that the expenses have gone up each month. It looks like his business was growing as things kind of went on. So as we can see, this is all income here. He's got it laid out a little funky, but it's what works for him. And then as you can see, these are cost of goods sold, and then more of his expenses are down here. And really what this is meant for, I guess you could say, is I usually use this to send to clients at the end of each month so that they can review their financials. And sometimes, obviously, I mentioned before, some of my clients, we do monthly financial meetings where I basically go through their profit and loss by month report with them and other financials that they may have as well. The next report that I highly recommend looking at is, the accounts receivable aging detail report. This is a great report to get a better breakdown of who owes you money. So obviously, if you're dealing with people who haven't paid you yet, you want to know, like obviously, like as you can see, these are the past 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. This will give you a better breakdown of who owes you money for that period of time, and basically you can follow up with these people and things like that as well. And you can do the same for accounts payable. So that for accounts payable, that would be a accounts payable aging detail, which would basically just give you a breakdown of who you owe money to in the past 60, 60, 90 days, things like that. So that's a great way to kind of understand or to keep in touch with who you owe money to and then who owes you money as well. So the very last thing, this is the 11th tip I really have, and this is the last one, is reconciling your accounts. Obviously, reconciling your accounts is necessary for any bookkeeping that you're ever doing. You have to do this on a month-by-month basis, and obviously what you're really trying to do is you're going to find your bank statement, and you're going to enter the statement ending balance from that bank statement. Then you're going to also enter the statement ending date, and you're basically making sure that your balance in QuickBooks matches what your balance is on the bank side. And by doing that, that'll make sure that your bank balance here matches your QuickBooks balance here. So that's really what your intention is, and that's why reconciling is so good, to basically verify that everything you're entering into QuickBooks is also is the same on the bank side. And really, that's all I have today. Those are like the 11 QuickBooks features that I feel like some of them are talked about a lot and the others aren't talked about enough. So I hope that was something that I hope you learned something new, or I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, a like or subscribe on this video would mean so much to me. My goal with these videos is to educate business owners on basically QuickBooks and bookkeeping, because without bookkeeping, it makes your life a lot harder, especially come tax season. So this is really what it's all about. So again, I just want to say thank you for watching today's video, everyone. And if you have any questions, comments, please feel free to drop them down in the comments below. I try to answer every single comment that comes my way. And I wish you all a great day, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. So peace out, everyone. Bye-bye.